If you're thinking about becoming a hypnotherapist or you are curious about trying hypnotherapy on yourself, watch this video because I'm going to share how hypnotherapy changed my whole life and business. Hello, by the way, my name is Monica Valero. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I'm also a business coach for hypnotherapists, for healers, for coaches, light workers, and whoever has a passion, a purpose to help others transform their lives. So if this is you, consider subscribing to this channel because I'm gonna share a lot of tips, tricks, inspirations, hacks, and all the things that you need in order to grow your business. So what's hypnotherapy? So the method that I studied is Rapid Transformational Therapy, RTT, by Marisa Peer. Phenomenal, amazing therapist from the UK. If you haven't checked her out, please do. She's on YouTube as well. And her method, can't speak for other methods, but truly her method, the way how she describes it, is basically, it acts like an investigator. It finds out the root cause of a present issue. Like let's say that you have anxiety. So through hypnotherapy, through the session, it finds out why you have anxiety, where and how did you came up with that, how your body created that. And then it acts like the dentist. He extracts the problem and he gives you all the tools that will help you to thrive without that issue. Hope it makes sense. If you go on her website, she explains that much better. I use that every day in my business and really truly changed my life and the life of people around me. So that takes me to number one. It helped me regulate my nervous system. For example, when there's a problem, I do not act solely from emotion, but I can put reasoning on it. When I have a conversation with my husband and I don't agree with something, I don't just lash out. I'm able to really have a conversation and share how I feel about it without putting too much emotion to it. I don't know, being from Italy, this is a weird thing. I know, like I used to be just like loud and I used to be like very emotional, and it's not that I'm not anymore. I just know how to control that. My nervous system is regulated. And so that helps me also with my business, taking the emotion out. If somebody says no, if somebody has a problem, really be the container for my clients, but also not let that affect me on a personal level. Number two, radical change in my clients. Before becoming a hypnotherapist, I used to be a transformational coach. And so I had amazing results with clients. They were doing the work, they were having transformations, but I knew that something was missing. I couldn't pinpoint what that was. They had subconscious blocks that I wasn't able to unlock and release, right? And so that's why I became a hypnotherapist. And since I started implementing that with coaching, it's just unbelievable how fast they do the things that previously they were not able to do. Nobody wants to self-sabotage. No soul wants to procrastinate. And nobody says, oh, I have money blocks, right? Unless you know you have them. But the majority of people don't. They just say, I don't have money. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't have time. Or I try to do that thing, it's not working. So what hypnotherapy does is truly to understand where that problem comes from, and it extracts it. Number three, I can read people in seconds. I can really read people in a few seconds of a conversation, what their programming is, but also it made me more compassionate because understanding that person, I also understand where they are coming from. Understanding why they are saying certain things, where their limiting belief might be. I don't like that word, limiting belief, but where their beliefs are coming from, right? And so it makes me feel more of an empath, even more. Sometimes I feel like a psychic, you know, I can read that person, but there's nothing magical or woo-woo about it. It's just science, psychology, and yes, I also use my intuition when I talk to people for sure. I was able to heal my family. Disclaimer, if you're trying to become a hypnotherapist because you want to heal your family members, just remember something that I've learned the hard way. You cannot heal people who are not ready or they don't want to be healed. You cannot help them if they don't want to be helped. With that said, it was amazing because when I shared what I was doing, my process of hypnotherapy with my mom, well, at first she told me, I don't believe, I can't be hypnotized, I don't believe in these things, like super skeptical. And I told her, well, would you tell a doctor, not that I'm saying that I'm a doctor, but would you tell a doctor, I don't believe that pill will make my headache go away. So she agreed to a session. It was very long. She loved it. She cried a lot, but she loved it. And I was able to reduce her severe hot flashes almost immediately. And again, this is not magic, but it feels like it. And then I offered hypnotherapy to other family members who didn't accept that, who were just curious, they were laughing, so that didn't work because they didn't go in it. They didn't have skin in the game. They didn't pay for it, and therefore they didn't really commit to the work. I'm curious to know, have you ever tried hypnotherapy, or are you curious about trying? Let me know in the comments. Number 5, it became my specialty. Most coaches and healers, after the first rush of enthusiasm, when they start their business, they're like, yes, I'm gonna make a lot of money, I'm gonna be successful. And then when they find a roadblock, they're like, maybe not. Or, another problem, they're like, okay, let me take a break. And then the majority just give up. So that's when I come along. That's when I'm like, okay, let's forget all about that. Let's reprogram you to success. So when you get a block, when you find a problem in your business, because business always has problems, let's be honest. But when you face an adversity, you know how to cope up with that. You know how to talk to yourself. You know what to do. So you're not gonna procrastinate anymore. You're not gonna self-sabotage anymore. You're gonna be confident in what you offer. And it will result in more success, in more clients, in more money. So basically, I'm there when they want to disappear, when they don't want to be visible, when they just want to cover under a blanket, when they feel like giving up. Hypnotherapy will allow them to become more visible, more confident, and share their authentic self. Number 6, and I'm so proud of sharing this, I healed myself. Not because I was sick, not because there was something wrong with me. I was actually pretty happy already, but it gave me inner peace. I was able to make a sense of a lot of things in my life that happened, and I stopped looking for external validation. I stopped looking for confirmation, and I started really to love myself completely and unconditionally. Number 7, it helps me with my kids. As a mom, I worry constantly about everything. And if one day they will forget about how awesome they are, I know that I have the tools to remind them of that, not because I'm just their mother, probably they won't listen to me, but I know how to do that, or I know where to send them in order for them to remember who they truly are, how to be happy again, to really rewire them to happiness again. And this, I feel that everyone should go to a hypnotherapist at least once in life. Number 8, it allows me to create magnetic and really powerful connections. I was on a strategy call with a beautiful coach the other day. She has a beautiful mission. And she just told me, well, I feel like I just spilled my guts with you. And I say, great, because that's what I do. I don't do surface level conversation. When I talk to someone, I just like to go deep and to understand them. And it's always been my gift as an empath. And if you're an empath, you probably relate to this. But through understanding how the mind works, I really love to ask powerful questions and just to listen and just to be there for that person. And that's how you truly connect with people, right? And talking about the weather is all nice, but when you talk about deep stuff, that's when there's a powerful connection happening right there. Number 9, last but not least, it gave me a baby. Yes, it was 2019, actually 2018. I was trying to conceive a baby with my husband, of course. And we were trying for a few months, but it didn't come. So one day I decided to try hypnotherapy, and I got pregnant that night. Not during the session, of course, with my husband, but that's how I became pregnant. My husband sometimes says, well, that was just, coincidence. I do not believe in coincidence, but that's okay. I know that was because I had some blocks when it came to having a baby in this country. I live in the United States. Some fears, my family is in Italy, right? And so I was able to look at that on a deeper level. And that opened me up, like got me relaxed probably. And that's how Cecile was conceived, my daughter. And that's the most beautiful gift. If Marisa Peer will ever watch this video, thank you so much for creating this method, because I'm not gonna cry, but I'm so grateful. A lot of people are afraid of hypnosis because of what they've watched on TV, like on stage, you bark like a dog. It's nothing like that at all, especially hypnotherapy. And you're always in control. It's not about being brainwashed. As a hypnotherapist, I can never make you do something that you don't want to do. You can open your eyes at any time, at any moment, and you are in control. There's a lot of people also who are not agreeing with these methods because of religious purposes, and I totally respect that. But it's nothing woo-woo, it's nothing magical. It's just a sort of therapy. It's just a powerful tool that also a lot of psychologists and therapists are acquiring. It just helps you to make a sense of a lot of things that might have happened in your life. And once you make sense of things, when you are connecting the dots, you are more empowered on how to change your present and your future. And if you're a coach, a healer, a light worker, a hypnotherapist, and you want to take your business to the next level, book a free strategy call down below with me so I can share how I can help you and also audit your business specifically, and maybe give you also a couple of tips on how to move forward. Hypnotherapy transformed my life in ways that I can't fully express in a video. It altered my perception of money. It improved my relationship with myself, and it actually broke all the generational trauma. And so I hope that you will give it a try. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on the grams, because I share stories there, my daily life as a hypnotherapist, coach, entrepreneurs, and mom. And so I'll see you there, and thank you so much for watching this. But before I go, if you feel that you want to be visible, that you want to put yourself out there, but there's a part of you that doesn't really want to do that, if you feel like there's a block there, please watch this video over here, because I'll guide you through a very powerful visualization that will help you become more visible to the people who need you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.